Welcome again to the spot. The weather was meh, a bit cold, a bit rainy and windy. But rainy also means I don't have to water myself, which is kind of a good thing. So when the plants are not blooming already and there is a chance of bud rot, I would appreciate some rain always. This one here got eaten by slugs as the protection was laying down at the last visit. Now it is ready to restart its growing from the top. This one is an autoflower by the way, so let's see. The second one got replaced by a Referenzpflänzchen from my German homegrow series to honor her. Also an autoflower. And with the next one, it looks like someone stepped on the protection. Maybe you have already seen something earlier than me because I wasn't paying too much attention to the ground here. Next one is good. The next one also good, but a slug nibbled on it a few days ago. It actually just lived inside of the protection, kind of a disrespect. I can't even remember why I slapped this one. I think there was something on the leaf that did not belong there. No real idea though. And just here I noticed it. Oh dear, it's deer shit. Luckily they don't seem to have an appetite on ganja, or they think the slug protection is kinda sus and don't want to eat something near it. But hell, I don't know. I can just hope that they don't change their minds later on. Maybe you paid closer attention to it while watching the plants. They actually took some big shits next to almost every single plant there. And the plants, if you forgot it by the way, are all Dutch autophotoperiodic strains. Except for the two autoflowers from the beginning. And by the looks of it, it looks like they are sleeping here and traveling underneath the huge bramble walls. So it seems like they could become some nice guerrilla growers themselves. I hope they did not fertilize the plants consciously to have some greater snacks later on. And what is the first thing that comes to your mind when there are wild animals at your locations you don't want them? Well, I just let my dick do its thing. Feels like I am marking my territory. I don't know if it helps in any way though. I hope I don't piss them off like that so they decide to abandon our symbiotic friendship where I provide them a cozy sleeping area while they fertilize my plants. Oh boy, I just gotta hope. The future of this grow is now solely in the hands of the deer, as keeping them away from here doesn't seem realistic. They could basically come from all sides. And maybe you have already noticed the yellowish bottom leaves too. Some of them were already like this when planting them out, but some were not. So I gave them some of this yummy nettle and grass juice. I just threw whipped apart nettles and grass into a container with water and let it work for some days. It is said to be a great fertilizer when adding 1/10 of the juice to the water you use for the plants. And if you haven't done this yourself before, it's interesting how this stuff makes you experience a new type of smell that you didn't know even existed. Experiencing something new and beautiful, just like a kid. So all the plants got a portion of this in combination with the deer shit, and this should boost the grow in the next time. I also added some mulch made of grass and old leaves to prevent too much grass from growing directly next to the plants and help to decompose the deer shit and even add some nutrients themselves to the soil, as it seems kinda poor. Now it all looks a bit more neat and hopefully goes well in the next weeks, as the growing season doesn't stretch till infinity and they should grow a bit more, hopefully without deer damage. Anyways, that's all now for this time. I hope you enjoyed this little update, and in this case, cheers.